Welcome to Survival Weekly. My name's Chad.
And my name's Kevin. This is our show about two ordinary guys just discussing survival.
Welcome back. I'm Chad.
I'm Kevin, and this is episode 2 of Survival Weekly, and I believe the topic that we're going to discuss is 2012.
2012, look out. What's going to happen? Big meteors.
Is the world going to end? Is everybody going to die? What do you think is going to happen during the 2012?
What do I think is going to happen is nothing. I think it's like Y2K. I think it's a big to-do about nothing. Going to sell a lot of generators, a lot of bottled water. It's going to be great for someone in the economy, but I think it's just a cash grab. I think it's a scare tactic for what? I don't know, but I think it doesn't have any merit.
I have a little bit different take. I've done a lot of research on the Mayans, the Mayan calendar, and certain things like that. Do I think that the world is going to end? Absolutely not. Just so you know, if you do your research, neither did the Mayans. The Mayan calendar does end on the winter solstice, December 2012. However, they believe that there was the change of an age, and we know that the age is actually changing, but that doesn't mean that every living thing on Earth is going to be destroyed or
the
killed.
End of the world as we know it, but not the end of the world.
According to the Mayans, yeah. So the world may change, and the face of the world may change, like it has during ice ages and whatnot in the past, things that are not in our control, people, so remember that, right?
So I get that they thought that, but that's not what the general public believes, I don't think.
I'm not sure what the general public thinks. I can only speak for myself. I think
2012, the movie?
Oh, the movie. The movie is a horrible representation of a person escaping every possible disaster that can occur. I mean,
So don't you think that has a huge influence on the general public?
Sure, I think they're trying to maybe drum up some fear or whatever. I think, with 20...
Who's they? And drumming up fear for what?
We'll call them the elitists. Really, their name is irrelevant. People call them the Illuminati, the Freemasons, Big Brother, your government. It really doesn't matter. I mean, they want you fighting about petty little things.
The Queen?
Petty little things, absolutely. Petty little things that mean nothing other than they do exist, and that's really what matters, is that there is people trying to control you. And they control things that happen in your life and events, and they influence through media and television, and they're definitely putting it into your mind for some reason, and they're bringing it out there to get you all scared, maybe because they run the industrial military complex, and a lot of prepper products when it comes to knives and combat gear or whatever is sold by their companies. I mean, that's possibility.
An interesting twist. I didn't see that coming.
That's a possibility as well.
That's interesting.
I think you got to be careful with
added on to the generators and bottled water.
Absolutely,
all these prepper products.
All the prepper products. Again, they help filter at least some aspects of the industrial military complex. I mean, there's lots of preppers out there that are buying up guns and ammunition left and right and whatever. And who are they supporting? The same people they think they're going to be fighting by giving them their money while they're trying to prepare.
And will they win anyway? Could you win?
I don't think you can win in a head-on military conflict. I think that would be a very interesting affair. I mean, you got to remember, people that control this planet and the majority of the population of this world, they're not going to give up their power lightly. They have a lot of control, and they have a lot of money, and they have a lot of weapons and nuclear weapons and whatnot. And I don't think they're just going to walk away and say, there's a couple people that want their freedom, so...
That sounds like a more plausible 2012 to me than some comets striking the Earth.
Well,
some kind of nuclear incident.
The thing with 2012 and the planetary alignment and the changes of the sun that's happening right now, it's not an overnight event, and even the Mayans never claimed it was an overnight event. We are pulling through a system. We're going to pull through this system. We're on the outer edge of the system right now. And as we pull through this system, natural disasters and everything are going to increase, causing flooding and all these types of things to happen in the world. And I don't know if anybody's realized, but this is happening. I mean, we've had tsunamis left and right with Haiti, with the big tsunami killing over 300,000 people, an increase in hurricanes, natural disasters, the earthquakes at Yellowstone Park not too long ago. I mean, this stuff is all on the rise. So is it going to happen on one day? No. Is it happening now? Yes. There is lots of things happening now.
So if that's how you're gauging 2012, where are we now in that cycle or band of activity that you're talking about?
We're on the outside edge, about to come into it. So it is progressively...
So what does 2012 mean about that band? Does that mean the midpoint?
Well...
Does that mean that we're officially entering that belt and we've entered it, crossed through that threshold?
2012, we're only going to be partway through. It's going to take about 3 years to cycle past, so it's not a one-night occurrence.
So what's the significance of the number then? Or does it not have any to you?
Well, the significant, not really much to me at all, and even to the Mayans, they believed in the change of an age, not the destruction of the world, as a lot of people think that, you know, it's Armageddon or whatever, and that's not what they believed at all. I mean, and the date 2012 itself, well, the Mayan calendar is not the same as the Gregorian calendar, so...
Which we use.
Which is what we currently use, which is a very inaccurate calendar compared to the Mayan calendar.
It's only off, what, a day every 4 years? It's not that bad.
And an hour every season and whatever. So, I mean, setting clocks back, adding leap years, like these are not... So, that is a guesstimation of the date based on our calendar system. It's not...
So something may have been lost in the translation.
Absolutely. And it's not a date that was set in stone anyway. It is the change of an age, but that doesn't mean the end of the world just because their calendar ends. I mean, do we have Gregorian calendars already typed out for the next 4,000 years? So if the world was destroyed today, they'd say, hey, look, the Gregorian calendar ends in, 4027 because they never, put it in any further. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Right. So there's a lot left to interpretation. So for you, the number 2012, the date actually doesn't mean anything?
Absolutely not. No, there's no one-day catastrophic event that's going to happen. Even if you believe that asteroids are going to hit the Earth and create this massive tidal wave, it's not going to be a one-day event. The asteroids are going to fall and bombard the planet for weeks on end.
Some people must think that's what's going to happen because it's so popular in culture right now. That and zombies, but we're talking about 2012, right?
Well, I think there's a lot more, more of the hardcore religious people out there rather than the spiritual type people that believe that this is the Armageddon and the biblical prophecies and whatnot coming true.
The end of times.
The end of times sort of thing, but I don't believe in the end of times in the way that the Bible says it, because I don't believe this world was ever meant to end. And even if balls of fire come from the skies and kill the people...
Great balls of fire?
Great balls of fire. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. But even if they fall from the sky and the majority of humanity is killed, the Earth is still going to be here. So does that mean that the Earth was destroyed? No, it might mean humanity is destroyed. But the Earth...
cockroaches will still be...
The Earth is going to outlast us. That's what I can tell you. So I don't think the Earth is meant, in the biblical sense, to be destroyed like Armageddon. And I also don't think that... there's a rapture coming in 2012 either, so I don't think you should worry too much about that.
Yeah, no, I don't put much stock in it either. We want to know what you think about it, though. What do you think about 2012? Leave comments, video responses. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, are you worried about it? Do you think it's a big joke?
Are you preparing for it?
Do you think it's a process that is already happening with the increase in disasters? I mean, there's a lot of questions that could come out of it, so...
Definitely.
Let us know. My name's Kevin.
My name's Chad.
And thanks for watching Survival Weekly.
See you next time.